was in its prime, and it still is from this day, to me at least, not accepting the anniversary follow-up, because I want to talk about the anniversary for a moment, for at least a while. The anniversary on Genshin, MiHoYo, if you're ever watching this video, or whoever's watching this video still, the anniversary was great, honestly. In my opinion, was just wonderful. But some people in the base was just kind of. This is my own opinion, really. So there's nothing to be like. I'm not trying to go after anyone. I'm not going after MiHoYo just for this. So this is my own opinion, my own share of my view of my Genshin experience playing this game for about, say, like two years maybe. I might be wrong, but maybe at least a year. Well, almost 2 years. But when the event anniversary came out and when people were shocked to see it was the same thing like the Leeway, the Lantern Rite event, where it showed the same rewards of like summonings or wishes. It wasn't really that great for some players, and like it was kind of just not really there because we all thought the anniversary, well, at least for me and my friends, was gonna be like big, like you get like mad primo gems and like some among other stuff, like I don't know, like enhancement cores, I think you would call them, or ores, and then like some books. Like, guess books especially are a thing you need in this game, especially those purple ones, because they help a lot, but they quite are expensive when you try to lower your characters to 90. But honestly, the throughout the anniversary, it was just finding it was kind of shocking to see why people were so upset, and like I see why. I understand that we all were hoping for something like really awesome on the anniversary, like a free 5-star maybe, or like a free 4-star, or like more a bunch of primo gems, for like free to plays, especially because sometimes for us free to play that we struggle with primo gems, especially when two characters are on a banner separately, whoever we want, or both is kind of hard. But regardless of that, it's wonderful how MiHoYo is kind of considerate of putting your favorite characters on the banner, because some people are sometimes impatient, and patience is a virtue. You just need to be patient, just wait for the next banner to come out, just grind those primo gems like crazy. Make sure you save up for what character you ever want, and once that character comes out, just summon crazy, see who you get. If you hit hard pity, that's okay, but that might be okay. To me, I have lost pity a couple times, not to where the point where I would hate you know myself, or hate the game for like, oh, I don't like this and I don't like that, and like, oh, I got pity because Chi-Chi, in my opinion, is a funny meme. She's just funny as a 50-50 loss, but Chi-Chi is god tier. Chi-Chi is pretty funny, and to see how people use her in fights, especially her burst and her attacks, is surprisingly amazing, because she's actually a pretty decent healer when you think about it. You just need to have the right artifacts with right substats, with a good weapon, and at a good level at least, and then she'll do something. Besides that, I'm sorry if I'm saying besides that a lot. I'm so sorry. But Genshin is a game I enjoy playing a lot over the years, and that all my characters I have gotten so far are amazing, especially my Noelle. Ever since I watched the video on DPS Noelle, because I was planning to make my Noelle at the beginning of the game as a tank, basically giving her a bunch of HP, giving her a lot of defense. I didn't know defense was actually was gonna scale off her, like, her absorption, until I, like, once I get into like a game where I want to learn a lot about a character, and like what their status is like, and what weapons to use, what artifacts to run, what's their crit damage ratio. It's always a 1-to-2 ratio, and like what's their energy recharge gonna be like. First time I used Noelle on a DPS build, I ran a 4-piece Bullide, which is, I'll showcase it right now. Let me get my artifacts. This one can just stay. Doesn't really matter. This. Yeah, and I had a White Blind as my main weapon for Noah because it was a free-to-play option to boost her defense to do more damage. It's not like the crit damage was a little higher, but I think it was one of these. It was one of these 3 Geo damage bonuses goblets. I think it was this one. I think yeah, it was this one. So this is what I kind of ran. Oh, actually, unless it's this one. I think it's this one. But yeah, but that one, that electrical goblet you saw. Yeah, that was the main thing I ran. I think, and then I switched it up once I got like better. Oh god, excuse me. Geo artifacts, Geo goblets especially, because they're sometimes hard to come by, especially for any goblet like physical damage, pyro, hydro, electro, animo, and I'm luckily that it rolled into good crit damage, and I wish the crit was boosted, but regardless, it was good. And then my Noel's white blind, I put it to 90, and I was trying to get it to rank 5, close to rank 5. I just need to fight another boss next week when it resets on the Monday comes, which we have no school, which is amazing because Martin Luther King Day, I believe. Yeah, and this was I think my original Noel like a while ago, like 46 crit rate to 106 crit damage, 108 crit damage to 47. It's not too bad, but wishing we can get better. I was hoping to get better pieces, but since there is a new artifact domain, oh shit. I'm currently running the 4-piece opulent. Some of these artifacts are drawn to my Akatagi Ito. So yeah. So Akatagi Ito was a character when they announced him. He was another Geo DPS, which was really cool, and the fact he's an Oni. He's a great character to have. He can do so much damage. It's just amazing. His artifacts. Well, when you have a good like set with crit rate, crit damage substats with defense and attack percent substats, it's gonna be amazing. And if you have a C6, then he'll just do mad damage like crazy. And his constellation is a bull, which I believe is Taurus, the Taurus, the bull, and in the what do you call it? It was like it was the constellations, but I forgot what it was. It was something like that. Or you can consider him calling a zodiac, basically, the zodiac. All the characters are technically kind of like zodiacs, if you think about it, which is really cool, which I enjoy. And yeah, here's my Akataki Ito's talents: 7, 6, 7, and he's max level 90. I found the materials for him when he was gonna be announced, and the sad thing was I hit hard pity, very hard pity. It was like around 80, close to 90 summons. But got him, got your boy. So I'm happy, but not happy to the fact I hit hard pity. But I hit hard pity a couple times with my 5-star characters, so it's not like I'm the first or last. But yeah. Let me see. I think. Yeah, let me switch back. So yeah. So I'm. Okay, there we go. Hold on, actually, I think it was, this one. Yeah, it was this one. There we go. But, I was, like, watching some other videos about the Opulent Dreams and using the Serpent Spine right here, which is a Refinement 4, I believe? No, 3. 3. The White Blind is a great free-to-play weapon to start with. Even using with the 4-piece Opulent Dreams set, which is the new artifact set, which I showcased earlier in the domain, if I can ever pull up the map, which is right over here. I'm gonna drag my screen across. So it's over in Sierra Island, which is right here. So it's called the Slumbering Court. This is where you can get the artifact Husk of Opening Dreams and your Ocean Hued Clam set for any of you, healers out there, supporting your team, helping your friends keep alive, always having that one friend, bum rush, and always taking damage for you, dying, and you need to heal them. But yeah, that's where it is. It's in it's on Syria Island. You can always get it. Um, and for most Genshin people like you or I, resin is basically, yeah, again, your stamina. Uh, a lot of people have already covered that. I'm just gonna point it out just a little bit. I'll show it again one more time. So then, if you ever don't understand the stamina, it's at the top right next to the floor 8, chamber 8, which is the spiral abyss. You unlock at rank 20, adventure rank 20, which is right over here in the Musk Reef. This is the spiral abyss. Yeah, and if you see that moon shape right there, which is 37 out of 160, that is basically your stamina, and it comes back like about every so few hours. So yeah. Excuse me while I open up some muffins, which is chocolate chip. But I hear some ASMR. I played oops, sorry, but I've played other games with my friends, especially Ark. Ark was a game that was on sale for about at least 2 times now, which is the second time it came around I think it was the weekends on break. My friends were asking me to play Ark because it was a game I would at least enjoy, and the only thing I've so far used in Ark was a trike, because I don't know, somehow the trike is just amazing. It's just a dinosaur I love so much. All the dinosaurs are awesome, but the trike, to me, at least for me, that I love, can never be beat, because it's just such a wonderful dinosaur. Always a good starter dino that you have. It's not hard to get materials for. Some other dinosaurs like I enjoyed using was like the wyverns and Ragnarok and Valgora. Like, my goodness, like there's crazy. It's crazy out there in the Ark. Um, but back to Genshin. Let me show you some of my characters. Oh, no, no, come back. No, he escaped. Those guys give you like pearls and stuff. So, let me go find let's go to Izazuma. If you guys have any other videos that you like to see in Genshin, let me know. I know I think my comment box is not open, so if you guys ever know how to open the comment box, let me know. So because I want to know your guys' opinions, what videos you'd like to see in Genshin, or like any other video, like getting any gameplays. I am starting to play Cold Vein again. I already uploaded the part 1 to it. It's about an hour long. Um, I might shorten my videos to 30 minutes because I know some people don't enjoy watching me play for about a straight up hour. But honestly, um, I'll try to manage the timings on that. But if you like watching my 1 hour, almost 1 hour videos, then I appreciate it so much. You are always there just watching my videos, even though considering it's very bored and I don't really edit much because I like to show the content itself. And some of my content might not be great. I'm still learning. Um, and it's just a step for me to, become a better YouTuber, because YouTube was there was an engineer that my dad wanted to be, because he's not an engineer, but he works at a company with machines, and it's by like Sam Club and McDonald's and stuff like that. So he wants me to, like all Asian parents, they always want their kids to be better than they are, and how their lives are gonna be affected, and it's just like, yeah, like we're gonna do that. And then like my dad wanted me to become an engineer because they make a lot of money, but I don't know about engineering because, one, it sounds great, and two, I'm not really confident in my abilities to be one, because I don't know. It's a job I would try, but it's a job I would probably struggle because I'm not smart with technician stuff, and like, you know, technical stuff. Video games, on the other hand, probably better for me, at least, because I played games so much throughout my life. When I was like back in middle school, I played Need for Speed. I played what was that other racing game? I played Need for Speed Rivals. I played uh, the Crew, which was another racing game. It had a storyline to it. It was so good. You can customize your cars and put them into specs like off-road, street, like sport. Like that was amazing. Even a truck, dude. You could even race on a truck, which is pretty sick. But let me find a good spot to sit in. Probably go back up. I don't know why I even went back down here, but let me find a spot. Right, Noelle. And Noelle has been my first waifu, first ever waifu. She's best girl. She'll basically do anything for you if you ever ask for help. She'll be there 24/7. And she's just the best girl I could ever wish for. Let me find a spot to sit. Is there anywhere I can sit, like without facing the without facing the people? If I can't find a spot, then I'll just probably stand and talk. Oh, what's this? Mysterious item in front of the shrine. There's a mysterious item inside the box. It seems like a present from the deity. Maybe it has some particular effects. Wow. I guess that's when you make the offering for the boy in the on the commission. Okay, I guess we'll just go down here. So, and if you're wondering why I'm like pausing midair sometimes, because my controller is broken. So my left joystick especially, I can still move it, but like it's kind of hard and annoying. Yeah, we'll just see. But yeah. So this is Azuma. This is a new place you unlock throughout the story, and it's such a beautiful place. It's very beautiful. The map is pretty big. The stories are amazing. They're quite long if you don't skip them, but if you skip them quite a bit, then it won't take you long. But I highly recommend to at least watch some of the dialogue so you can understand what's going on and what's happening in Izazuma and like or any other part of Genshin's like islands and new worlds. And this is how big Izazuma is. I'll show you. I just kind of showed a small bit right there. So this is Izazuma. This is Nakami Island. This is Kanazezuki. Did you say it? I might butcher these names. I'm sorry. Yoshiroi Yosho Island, and then Watsutsumi Island, and then you have Serial Island down here, which is like the electrical place when you didn't clear the spot. This little island for like domains, a little domain to the story. And then this island was called Twatsutsumi Island. This is where you cleanse the fog, kind of. Oh, actually, no, yeah, you cleanse the fog here. There's always a foggy cloud on the map. And then you have to use electro characters to light your way through the map and do the quest. And then the boss here, once you get far enough, the Golden Wolf Lord. Basically a Rift Hound Lord, just a Geo version, just much bigger. Does corrosion damage, so shields won't really work. It'll work, but you'll just still take damage just because of the bleeding and the corrosion. The corrosion that affects you. Okay. I was gonna showcase you my characters, so let me show you real quick. And I also have, right now in my room, I have a Diet Pepsi bottle. This is what keeps me going while I play video games. Well, I don't drink very often with pop, but I try to be careful. And since it's really quiet in my room, I'm just gonna play some videos in the background on my phone, which I hope you guys don't mind at all. Let me find a YouTube video that I can at least like watch. I guess we'll just. No, we're just gonna watch some anime. Um, I guess we'll just watch. I don't know. Actually, never mind. We're not gonna watch anime. We're just gonna watch some Teen Martin.
We are gonna find out about where you've come from. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of.
Okay, and excuse me while I eat a muffin, a chocolate chip muffin.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
So,
Anyway,
oh my god, that's dry. Okay, so the first character I'm gonna showcase you is my girl, Noelle. She was my first. Oh god, sorry, this muffin is dry. Okay, so here we go. I'll showcase you the characters I have. So Noelle was my ever first. No, your first 4-star would be Amber, but when you summon into the game the first time, it'd be like your first 4-star or 5-star. Noelle was my first 4-star. Noelle's always on the stand on the first like banner, the very first banner you play the game. Once you get in, she's always just gonna be there. If you don't summon it, you can summon it and it will disappear, or you don't have to summon on it; it will just stay there. But yeah, Noelle was my first character. I got her level 90. Something about Noelle and her like cute hair. It's just great. Her white hair with her roses, her garments, her geo vision. Something about it is just so cute. Like if you can picture Noelle in an outfit, not in her like melee outfit, but like in other outfits. Oh my god, just imagine. She'd be so cute. But yeah. I like her because she's just very cute. Her voice actor, I don't know who her voice actor is. I'm sorry. I know a lot of my friends already pronounced her name, the voice actor's names, or they didn't actually tell me her name, but I think my friend Ching Su did, but I just forgot. But her voice actor is very young, at like a teenage young. I don't know if it's. I think she's at a teenage age, but like it's just really. She's very dedicated. I can tell of like putting her voice into Noelle, and like it's just so cute. It's just something heartwarming. Her weapon I'm running now is the crit rate weapon, the Serpent Spine. If you ever get a chance to have these Claymore prototypes, these are not prototypes, but when you get from the boss fight, it will show like a sword, a bow, a callus, or a polearm, or a big sword, or a great sword. That's what they call it, or a claymore, if you want to go by, which we all go by claymore. These are claymores right here. All these weapons are claymores, each and every single one. The white bonds are free-to-play aspect game. Also, the Serpent Spine is considered a free-to-play, even though it's the Battle Pass weapon, but still it is considered a free-to-play whenever you want the Battle Pass weapon. The white blind is, if you don't have this weapon, or if you can't get it, then the significance would be the white blind for you, because the defense percentage is wonderful. Max at level 90 at 52% defense, or 51.7, with refinement 4 for me, which is on hit, normal, or charge attacks, increase attack and defense by 10.5% for 6 seconds, for a max stat of 4 seconds, or 4, not 4 seconds, but 4 stacks. This effect can only occur every 0.5 seconds. So basically your defense is raised and your attack is increased, and you basically just do mad damage. Her attack set now I run is on. Let's go Open Dreams. My two Geo DPS are Noelle and Agataki Ito, but probably going to be my Noelle still mainly. Agataki Ito, I will use him for some time. I will still use him. He's pretty good, but to me, if I were to summon on the weapon banner and just do that, I would have just kept my Noelle. But Agataki Ito was pretty cool. This guy was pretty cool when he showcased him, but I'll still use him regardless. I'll still use him here and there, and then I can show you her rolls on her substats. So her crit rate, attack percent, defense percent, good. Substats, EM, not really what I need. And attack's okay. And then crit damage, pretty good crit damage. These are like the previous Geo goblets I had. They all roll into pretty good substats regarding. I wish the HPs were not here and do defense and a bit more attack percent. Not really attack percent, but probably defense and more crit damage. But still gonna roll with it. More crit damage, but mainly rolled into HP percent. So my was a little tanky on health and attack percent. This one was pretty good. Had good attack percent, good crit damage, and rolled in the good amount of defense. And also this flower. This one I could use this one too. So if I were to swap these two, then her crit ratio is still good, but it's kind of weird because I don't like low crit damage. And if I switch it back, then yeah, see? So then, yeah, so then we have about crit rate, attack percent, still good, defense. It's not really the greatest, which was percent, but still better than nothing. And a good crit damage. I won't go through I won't go through every character's artifacts. I'll just showcase the characters I enjoy playing. I'll just show you their artifacts as I go through. I got my C6 Noelle. I had her at C5 for the longest when I played, and like whenever she came on the banners, I was like, oh, please give me a C6 Noelle, please give me a C6 Noelle. And then like later, like that day when I was playing Genshin and I was in Leeway, I think it was when I was walking along the path, I summoned on the banner, and then I think it was a single summon or a multi summon. I think it was a multi summon, and then I had Noelle, and then boom, C6, and like I was like, oh my god, praise the Archon gods, like Geo Archon, bro, on god, like god tier. But yeah, at C6 Noelle is a powerhouse when it comes to C6. Her C2, I believe. No, her C1 is actually pretty good if you get her C1. Her C1's wonderful because the healing effectiveness will increase to 100%. So it's amazing. But if you want to make a DPS Noelle, then C6 would be the best way to go it, which I enjoy so much when I first ever made DPS Noelle, like amazing, so good. Then I put her talents all the way to max level, which you can see already. And yes, I know whoever watches this video, especially you Elvis, and especially Jingsu or whoever, and like anyone else, 13, 13, and 10, calling me a sweat because I put her talents to max level. And then her friendships is also at 10. And then yeah, this is basically what my Noelle's stats are like. Match HP at 20,000, attack at 1800, 1200. Oh my god, I can't count. And defense at 1900 with the max again. The max stamina is 240, just 240 and then elemental mastery at 72. Ningguang, I recently got another constellation for Ningguang, which is her C2, which is nice, which is actually it's pretty been helpful. I just need to be patient when I have the cooldown reset because it won't pop particles when I put the second jade wall up once the first one breaks. So I gotta be careful when I do that, when I try to get particles with my Noelle. But from an Ningguang, she's at level 70. I'll get her to level 90. It's just take some time because I'm working on a lot of other characters in this game, which takes up a lot of my time. And yeah, so then this is her stats. You can just look at them. And then this is her weapon, the Wish Sith, the crit damage, making her like a DPS support to help my team. And I'm running a 2-piece Petra with a 2-piece Glad, which has been pretty good so far actually, which I really enjoy because she's been hitting pretty good, decent numbers around these 6k, 13k, like I think it was 13k I saw, but like around 1000k each high up. And then yeah, C2, and then her talents are at 655. Show you again. Goro was my recent 4-star. Still working on him. Check out his stats, or his basic stats on the right. And his weapon, he's running the Fenogus Warbow because you know your boy needs that. Your boy and your girl Noelle needs that energy recharge because Noelle's energy recharge is not the greatest. As long as I can keep it in 100, then I'm good. But yeah, sometimes the Geo characters in this game, they need a lot of energy recharge, considering how Geo is not really a it's not like Electro where you have two characters on the same team that are Electro and then they get their burst fast, and Geo takes time to get their bursts back. But if you can keep that efficient train of like energy going with particles, then you should be fine. He's running a 2-piece emblem with a 2-piece husk with that extra defense. I got a C1 Goro, which is wonderful. which is all around defense is decreased by 2, the cooldown. The AoE of General Banner or General Glory deals geo damage to opponents, which is really nice. Talents are at 144. Girl is still in the process, of building, still in the process of leveling, and yeah. Alright, we're gonna watch some anime. So give me a moment, please, people. We'll move on to the next character while I try to talk and try to slip, try to script through my phone of this episode. There we go. So the next character is Bennett. Bennett was a character that everyone technically didn't enjoy until like later, because Bennett is wonderful for many reasons. Because one, he can heal. Two, he can boost your team's damage. And 3, he's just an all-around support, and you can make him as a DPS. Because I have one friend that has a Bennett DPS build. Akito, if you're ever watching my videos, this one goes out to you with your freaking crazy-ass Bennett for no reason, with your high-ass DPS, 30k damage burst for nothing. So I enjoy you so much, man, and I appreciate that I get to see your Bennett in action. Sadly, I didn't have any clips, but I know for sure whenever I play with him again, you guys will ever get a chance to see him. That's only if I ask him to play with me, or if he ever asked for me to play with him. So yeah, he's running the Festering Desire, which is a free-to-play weapon during the event it was, I forgot what event it was called, but it was free to plays from 5, because it gives the skill damage by 30% and the crit rate elemental skill by 12%. And when you want to make a support Bennett, you want to run a 4-piece Noblesse, because his burst, once you press his burst down, it gives that, he'll get that 20% burst damage bonus, and then once it's used, the characters in your team get a buff, which is on the right here. Using an elemental burst increases all party members' attack by 20% for 12 seconds. As effect, can't stack. So if you were to use Bennett and let's say Kujo Sara, and you both use their burst, it won't stack to 40%. It will only just stack to 20, only once. You have to wait until that effect is gone for the next 12 seconds, and then you can kind of roll it again, basically. So it's a one-time use. It's not like a stack multiple type thing. My Bennett's a C6, and if you're wondering why he's a C6, and I'll give a few reasons why he's a C6, but here's his talents at 4, 8, 11, and his profile. So many reasons why I did my Bennett at C6, because one, as much as I enjoy Bennett staying at C5, sometimes I can't stand characters. Well, I don't hate it when they're not C6, but sometimes I want to have them to all C6. So then Bennett was the one also have to stay C6 for 2 reasons. For me, it's a benefit. It's not really a downside to it, because one, Bennett can give many benefits. Get it? Benefits. Very funny. But jokes aside, because his C6 helps so much. Even if it messes up your physical team, like Eula, if you would ever use Eula, but still the burst will still, the burst is not overridden with fire, pyro damage. It still will stay physical. It's just your normal attacks that will change. But people still use Bennett even if he's a C6 with Eula, so you don't have to be so sad about it. As long as your burst can do damage, then you're fine. But for many reasons why my Bennett's a C6 is one, I can break shields with ice. I can break ice shields, especially those abyss mages. Not abyss, those small abyss mages with ice shields, and those cryo system mages also in Dragon's Spine or any other around the world, or in Izazuma especially. Because when you have a character that can't break shields and you only have that one type of fire character, its cooldown skill is so long, or you only have like a bow user like Amber, Um, or maybe Yoimiya, but usually Amber, when you start out, it's hard to break ice shields always. So Bennett at the C6 is always a benefit for my team because, for one, it gives my Diluc pyro damage to keep doing damage, which is nice because Diluc relies on pyro damage to do damage, especially the skills and the burst. His normal attacks won't do much, but as long as I can have that pyro damage, I'll be happy. And it's just helps so much that Bennett is a C6, and it helps me a lot. And it also helps break down electro shields too, which usually Cryo is better for that, but Pyro still works very well with breaking the shields, and it's just wonderful. So to me, raising Bennett at a C6 was no trouble, no doubt, no regard. I have no regrets of putting him at C6. It's just wonderful. It's a benefit. It helps me team. It helps my team, and it just helps my gameplay so much easier. Um, Agataki Ito, I want to explain about him because I know people make videos of him. I'll show you all my characters like weapons. I won't go talking through all of them, but I'll show you their weapons. This is Eula. This is Raiden. This one's Yoimiya. Yoimiya was let's talk about Yoimiya for a little bit. So Yoimiya, for a 5-star character, for a pyro user, for DPS, for as a main DPS, she was technically neglected quite off. Not neglected in like, I would say like very harsh, but a harsh way, because MiHoYo. It's very shocking to see a bow user be a DPS for some people, and like, why is she like? And some people were skeptical of her damage, like, why is she like this? Like, her single target is like not. She's only a single target. She can't do much, and like, some people didn't really like her. She was like a hard F pity because I watch I forgot the YouTuber's name, but he makes memes like EXs of Genshin characters. But I like his content. It's amazing. It shows how I love Yoimiya as a character. Yoimiya is also another one of my waifus, which I really enjoy because she's just outgoing, bright, wonderful, caring, and she's just sweet and cute, kind, and it's just wonderful. And she can make fireworks for you. Oh, and some random person joined. Just gonna reject you. Sorry, trying to make a video. Yeah, so this is her weapon. I did use the rust for a bit. It's at 5, so I'll test it out. See later. But Yoimiya was kind of like neglected in a way, not really to be a DPS, more of a support because her burst was. You would think she would be like support, and how would she play as a DPS in the Pyro's role, like Pyro Team Fire? Like how would she be a DPS? Like her normal attacks are actually pretty strong for a bow user. It's all normal attacks too, and it's very strong when you hit a single target opponent. It might not work very well against multi targets, but it's good for single targets. And she can blow through those targets like chili trolls like in no time. Like it wasn't like 1, 2, 3 shots, and like it goes to the next one like 3 shots, and the next one 3 shots, and like it goes on and on and on. And Yumi is just one of those characters, or some like just kind of people that hate, love. Genshin now is like a meta for most people. To me, I don't care about meta. I just enjoy the game. I just like to play a character I enjoy playing, and I just love it so much. So yeah, Hu Tao, another character I did get like a very while back when she was out, when she first came out. The luck I had on both her and her weapon was pretty lucky. Somehow, I don't know how, but just very lucky. Hu Tao is also another my waifu. She's just very cute, very funny, and like, damn, look at those legs, bro. But yeah, she's just very cute. And then what makes her so different from the characters is her design and her eyes. Because if you look very carefully at her eyes, let me zoom in. It's all star shaped, which makes Hu Tao very cute, like very cutesy, I'd say. And she's a funeral parlor. She's the 77 director of the funeral parlor, Wishing Funeral Parlor. She took over the business at a very rather young age. As you can look at the bottom at my friendship. Yes, she did take it at a very young age. And yeah, just Hu Tao is just very fun to play. Her style of gameplay never gets boring. It's just very fun just to zoom around. It's like another Zhao, but just without using the skill of, like zooming with Zhaos. But yeah, she's just very cute, very funny, just very just strong. And you
ヒ
know,
ルチャールのお
just
兄さん
how
が
she
病
puts like
気になっ
poetry and
た
singing.
ヒルチャール
Just
のお
funny.
兄さんが看病して
Diluc, you already know about Diluc. He was an OG character all the way, man. For a 5-star, which is he's just amazing. So I won't talk about him. You guys know about Barbara already. Basically, she just wants to be better.
いつ
She
に
wants
なったら
to
お姉
be
ちゃんみ
taller
たい
as her
に
sister,
背が
and
高
she
く
wants to
な
be
るんだ
something
ろ
better.
う
Like she wants to surpass her sister in something. So yeah, and this is the skin from the last event in the islands, or on the one islands. Amber, you already know Amber. She's running this weapon. And here's Barbara's weapon here for the Phenobius Codex. If I didn't showcase that one. This is Amber's weapon. I had a friend of mine. Had a friend, my friend Elvis, tell me to raise Amber, and so I did raise Amber, and I ran a 4-piece wandering trope set, and her crit rate, you don't need to do too much crit rate. It's already good enough. Well, it's not really that great, but it's like it's still decent. I still hit pretty high because you hit crits with bow users regardless in their faces, like in their heads, if you can aim properly with a controller. Controller is kind of difficult on PC. Not an issue because again, PC is just much better. But yeah. And here's Fischl, the Princess Everlötalan. Such a very Chinibu character. Toy, I love her so much. I can relate to her very, very, very so. But I don't have an eye patch. I never have one. So, but I very so act kind of like her. Like I'm like the Demon King, and like I pretend in my own fantasies and stuff. That's what I do in my bedroom a lot. And yeah. Captain Beto, we know her already. Very strong, independent woman. Very outgoing as well, and very trophic of her style. Razor, we all know Razor. I raised Razor at 80, but I never touched him, never used him. I'm trying to build him right now. So yeah. Lisa was also a character I'm already also raising as well. Most of the starter characters I'm raising because it's just I don't know. Some of the characters I already have raised is pretty much decently done. It's just some of the other characters I want to raise, which is like the starter characters. Yang Fei, when she was a character, and like when I saw we had another Pyro character, I was very excited because again, your boy out here is a Pyro Geo main, which is very very awesome. And Yang Fei is just her play style is it's all right. It's not I would say it's boring at times, but like you always want to have the law. And she's a whoops well, she's basically the right character for that job. And this is one of her new idol animations. Oh my god, that's so cute. Everything that you see now, I'm just saying it's just cute. I'm sorry. It's just cute. And my friend Nate saw when I showed her, when I played her, like he was like, damn, she shows, I forgot how she shows a lot of skin. And yep, she kind of shows a lot of skin, but it's just how she is, man. The lawful Yang Fei. Albedo was a recent Geo 5-star I pulled on the banner when Eula and Albedo came back. It's a rerun. Here's his weapon, the Cinnabar Spindle. Here's his artifact set, I'll show you real quick. And his attributes. Yeah, Albedo was a character I also very wanted to. Really wanted in my Geo team because he is such a great support for all team comps. Because of the skill he does, and it just does damage consistently when it's on the ground. And you can always replant it because it's a very quick reset. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm gonna check the time on my phone. 10:21. Oh my goodness. Chi-Chi again, just a very cute character, a lolly at that too. And she was just a meme for 50/50s for all free to plays and for all whales. And it's just very funny. She's just a meme at this point. She's very cute. And she's a zombie. It may not look like it that way, but she actually is. If you read her, like, if you go in depth with characters, and it's just amazing. I won't really talk about too much, but I'll show you what she runs for a bit. She's running the 4-piece Ocean Hued clan, and then nothing much here. Kaching was also another recent 5-star I pulled. Lines where she uses at level 17, 1500 attack. No cons yet. Talents are at 466, artifact 2-piece Thundering and 2-piece Glad. Although I might try using the other set, which is the Thundering Soother set with the 4-piece, because this is increased damage against opponents affected by electro damage by 35%, which might be actually pretty good, considering this also does 32% to electro, so boosting that'd be like around 60%. I don't know if that's how it works in this game, but yeah, it's gonna be awesome whenever I get a chance to. Here's Mona. I am recently using her too. Just need to get better artifacts. Finoli's Codex for her. The terrorist. Hmm? Yeah, I did. Da. I did. I did. Sorry guys, that was just my mom wondering if I registered for my classes for school, which I did. But yeah, this is Klee, level 70. I don't really touch her a lot, even though she's a 5-star. Her playstyle is great, but like to me it's kind of boring. But for most people, especially my friend Nate, if you're ever watching this, this guy went crazy when Klee came back on a banner rerun. He was screaming his ass off. Oh my god, it was pretty funny. And she runs a 4-piece Crimson. No cons yet. Her talents are at 646. Yeah. Here's Sucrose, basically an alchemist, like Albedo, and just like a support. Not like a support, I'd say. Like you can make her a DPS support. Basically any character you can. But she's like she's a student to Albedo, and she learns like about alchemy and stuff, which is really nice. And that she doesn't look she looks very human, but if you look closely, her ears, right on her hat, she's not like she looks. Klee and her, if you look very closely to their ears, it's not like they're like elf-shaped ears almost. So like there's something like they're maybe like elves, but it doesn't really say they're elves. But we can just kind of infer or guess that they might be elves whenever we get to a region to where they have these pointed ears, like you know. Rosaria, I also was working on Rosaria. Rosaria's at 70, running a death match with a 2-piece Blizzard Stray and a Noblesse 2-piece Con 1. And it's 1-6. Really funny how I have her at level 60, I believe. Level 70, and her talents are at level 1. No wonder why my talents don't do too much damage. Because I need to I need to freaking increase her talents. So I'll probably work on her talents when this Saturday when it comes. Shinsho, yes, which everyone will call him Water Boy, eh? Or Bookworm, like how I like to call it. So he's at level 70 also with a sacrificial sword. Running a 2-piece Heart of Dev and Noblesse because burst damage helpful and hydro damage bonus for sure, definitely. Running a crit rate of 24 and 110 crit damage. Surprisingly, still able to hit at least around 4k, 6k. Regarding his crit rate being kind of trashy, but still working on it. But yeah, Shinsho is a really good support for a lot of character team comps. So if ever you have Shinsho, please build him. He's very, very wonderful. My Shinsho is also a C6, and counts are 267. We're coming around the end almost, kinda. Here, we'll go. So Xiangling is still working on her. I did work on her a little bit with artifacts, but I removed them again. So yeah, she runs Dragon Bane. Jean was my recent 5-star, in which I wanted Jean for so long, and I now have her. Oh my god, it's waifu material all the way. And yes, very, very, very stylish. And if you're ever wondering why it looks different from her profile picture when you get her, is that it's based off the manga, um, from the Genshin manga, which I never read manga, but I just kind of know a little bit because if you look very closely to her neck, like around her neck, it's different from what it shows on the profile picture. So this is the profile picture you see of Jean is the manga version. Speculating. That's what it is. And, yeah, she's running a 2-piece glad and trying to get a very decent piece for my sands right now, which attack percent. Hopefully I can get it. So wish me luck. Running the black sword, crit rate. Diona, I also was starting to touch on a little bit a while ago, but never touched ever again. Running a sacrificial bow. Chung Yun, working on him using prototype. 2-piece noblesse. Running a 2-piece. He's gonna run a 2-piece noblesse with a 2-piece blizzard stray for cryo damage bonus. Toma I was working on. Running a Eternity of the Millith and Emblem of the Severed Fate, because it's his scales off of HP for his shield. So I'm running a 2-piece Tenacity of the Millith and then 2-piece Noblesse, not Noblesse, Severed Fate for injury charge purposes. And then Xinyan, she was also another neglected character from a lot of the Genshin community and from the players based because of her her race and how she doesn't really fit tying into the story of Leeway when the game progressed. And she's also another physical character. She's running the Snow Tuned Star Silver, which you can get for free when doing the quest in Dragon Spine. Kaya, I've never really touched on too much because Kaya, I like him as a character, but I just don't like how, I don't know. To me, he just doesn't really seem like a character I would build right now. Not worth building for me at least. But some other people I've seen with Kaya, he can do some mad damage, which is very crazy. So I'll give props to y'all Kaya mains out there. And Alloy, I have not touched once at all, because she's a great bow user for some people, especially on teams. Like her crowd damage is wonderful, but something about it is just I don't touch her a lot. Something, yeah. It's Sayu also. I haven't touched her yet. I do have a C4 Sayu, which is very crazy. And the weapons they're holding is not really their actual weapon. I'm just putting it on so that I can show. This is Alloy's actual weapon, the Predator you get for free on the PlayStation Network. But for Sayu, this is not actually her main weapon. I'm just kind of clicking random weapons for now. Some for random and some for others. And yeah, that's all my characters. The characters I don't have right now, and which I can show you real quick. I don't have Yunjin. I want Yunjin really bad because it boosts normal type damage, and I can use this for my Yoimiya and my Noah. So I don't have Yunjin. Kokomi, Kujosara. I had materials for Kujosara, but I didn't get her on the banner. So R.I.P. the Tengu. Kamisato Aika. I skipped her banner and went for Yoimiya's banner, and I get Kazuha. I don't have Kazuha. I don't have Zhao. I don't have Ganyu, Zhongli, Venti, and that's about it really. Just some of the 5-stars I don't have, and then 2 of the 4-stars I don't have. And then when Zhao and Ganyu come out, here's the hard thing about the 2-set banner. It's neither I go for Ganyu, Coco Go Milk, and Big Mummy Milkers from the fan art I've seen, or just like on Google, or I can go with Big Daddy Zhongli for shields, because shields are wonderful. His shield is great for a lot of reasons I can use it for. But like I want to use Ganyu for my Hutalis team, but like, oh, it's so hard. So hard. I know I'm gonna get a guarantee because I got Jean on the, I think that was the Zhao banner, or I think it was on the Xinyan banner, Shine banner, not Xinyan, Shine banner. But it's near I go for Zhongli for shields or Ganyu for DPS and support. So if you guys have any idea who should I pull for? Should I pull for Ganyu or should I pull for Zhongli? So who do you think the two I should pull? out of the two I should pull? Or do you want me to save my Primo Gems and pull for Yahe Miku? Let me know. Even though I can't really do much of the comments. But just let me know in person, or not in person, but like in party. Who the people that I know who will watch this video, hopefully. And yeah, I am AR58, strengthening our bonds, and I changed my name to Rita's Gummy, waifu material from High School DxD, which is another harem anime I watched and finished, which is a very good anime. Very good. And yeah, that really concludes my talk about Genshin and how Genshin has really played a very, very big role in my gaming experience. Oh, and one more thing to point out: shooting FPS games are kind of just dying for me, so I'll just let you know now. Like, I like Apex. Apex is a game I would still play. Um, but like I'm a type of guy that likes to play like Japanese RPGs and like sword, like hand, like slashing games. Like, it's just much more fun to use swords instead of using guns, because using guns is fun and all, but it's just kind of the same simple basic tactics. Using swords like claymores or spears or like any other game, like it's just very, very fun. And it's just you know, it's just it just feels new to you when you get like a different game, and then you play like with this new combat settings and stuff like that, and it's just amazing, and it feels so good for you. And it's just like that. It's like this game was meant for me, or it was like a type of game I could play for like all my life. And like, it's just crazy how like it changed my games, like especially Genshin. Just Genshin alone changed my gaming experience very, very quickly. It's just very calm, very not try-harding, just very just things I can do in my own time, and just like, you know, do by myself. Whenever I get bored, like I do like test runs on characters, like how their artifacts would how the artifacts are, and testing on monsters, especially the rune guards. I do a lot on. So if you want to see me test some stuff out on rune guards for like my Lisa build, or like ever any of my type of builds, um, and I'll post them up. And we can also go fight the samurai too. The samurai is also another basic test dummy, with just a lot more health, with two to go through 2 rounds or 2 phases. Like unlike the rune guards, they're a one phase. But yeah, that really concludes my gameplay of Genshin. I hope you enjoyed my video, uh, and my previous videos that I posted. And I hope you find this video just very calming, very helpful in a way. And yeah, and if you ever want to hear my voice ever again, I'll try to do my best to voice it out. I'm not really one person to talk a lot, because I'm kind of an introvert. I'm a shutter. I'm not really an outgoing person. But yeah, if you ever want to, like, you know, just hear me out, listen to me talk, and I'll do another video if you ever like it. So this will conclude my Genshin video. So I hope you guys enjoy my video, and like and subscribe to my channel. So I will see you guys all later. Goodbye.